Hello, dear friends. How are you? Uh, Today was a very busy day. I'm sorry I could not come to make a video. But now I'm going to talk about the mindset, right? About the mindset. Remember one thing. This is a very, very important matter. In this episode, you will gonna know, and I'm gonna express about the mindset. Why it is important? Because if you're working in an organization, and also uh, if you work in any organization, and even in the general life and your professional life, how much is the mindset is such an important issue for you to build up yourself, and if you want to become a manager or agile leader or a scrum master, something like that kind of certification if you want to do. These mindsets are very important. So if you want to, there is a comparison between the humility culture about the to the from the arrogant mindset into a humility culture, into a professional culture. uh, how do you want to change? How do you rectify yourself, and how do you gonna uh, express about these mindsets, right? So first we talk about this is a comparison actually. First we talk about the arrogant mindset and the humility culture. These two things, there are some cutting edge things and some of the things which you need to understand from this episode of this video. Uh, Actually, first we talk about the fault proof. If you think about your fault, and if you think about a fault, also you make it as a proof. That's an arrogant mindset. And also arrogant mindset, the people who's having the arrogant mindset, they don't want to listen to anyone, because they are very hardship people. They are very hard people. To let them to understand something, it's a kind of a thing. It's a kind of a matter that these days in our culture and our organizational culture, this is a very, very important thing. If you want to become an agile leader, if you want to become a leader, if you want to become a director, or if you want to become a good political leader or a good captain, right? You can say in the military and the defense industry and education industry, whatever the industry, no matter whatever the industry, these are very important, right? So the humanity culture, the growing mindset, people, they admits the mistakes, right? And they try to correct the mistakes. But in when you come to the when it comes to the arrogance mindset, they fault as a proof, right? The fault as a proof. So secondly, as I explained you earlier before, just a few seconds before, arrogant mindset, it's like a doesn't listen to anyone, right? They don't want to listen to anyone. uh, and the humility culture, when it comes to the humility culture, the growing mindset people, they always listen to understand about the matter and about the problem, and about the cause of the problem, and they try to correct it as soon as possible. And number three, when it goes to the arrogant mindset, right? As I explained you within the comparison, they interprets something, whatever the matter they interprets. But when it comes to the humility culture and the growing mindset, people give the space to the others to uh, others as well, and listen to others ideas as well, right? This is always this is a common thing actually. Some of the people can be changed. Some of the people actually who's having arrogant mindset, uh, they lose the jobs also, and ended up with a disaster as well. uh, but in humanity culture, they give the space. Always you have to give the space to others, uh, others ideas as well, right? uh, and when it comes to number four, arrogance mindset, right? When you come to the arrogant mindset, the people who's having the arrogant mindset, they want to be right always. They want to be correct always, right? That's I'm not thinking and I'm not telling that that's wrong. Wants to become right, it's not a bad thing. But if you are wrong, if you're going to prove that as you are right, as you are correct, so there is something wrong with your arrogant mindset. That's something wrong is the way of your system and the way of your thinking. And and actually the you can say something like this. Let me explain you by the small scenario. The people who's having the arrogant mindset, they don't want to see in a different way, different point of view. They don't like to see, and they don't like to understand, they don't like to face in a different mindset, right? Different, think differently, right? They don't see the things as differently. And when it comes to the drawing mindset people, they admits the mistake as well as they have an open space, open-minded, have an open space, open-minded, right? So that's a very good thing. Actually, if you want to become leader, you have to change your attitudes, right? And number six, if you want to, if you are in arrogant mindset, pushes the point through, point though you have pushes always pushing yourself, right? And when it comes to the humility culture, welcoming and embracing the challenges as well as the differences, always. So if you face, how do you face into a differences? How do you face into the challenges? It's another matter, right? It's another matter. But because you should understand what I'm telling you, welcoming and embracing the challenges and the differences. This is the most important thing. One of among the most important thing in humility culture, right? And uh, number seven, shows the frustration soonly. When it comes to the arrogant mindset people, shows the frustration soonly. They are showing the frustration, right? Uh, this is also then only, this is the reason, of course, starting the disputes, right? Starting the disputes. And when it comes to the humility culture, right? When it comes to the growing mindset people, they allows the ideas to emerge. They allows the ideas to emerge, others' ideas, well, respecting each other, right? This is one of the important thing, and this is a very hard thing to some of you might not agree, because if you are do not agree, if you might not agree, it means that you are in a arrogant mindset person, right? Because people's culture, actually we can say people's culture, we can't change people, we can't change the people. No, it's not like that. We can change the people. The people who think in a different way, the people who thinks in out of the box, they only challenge the world system, and they only added something, value added service, innovation, and discover something into the something in order to making better tomorrow, better future to the mankind, right? And other thing is, of course, if you are an arrogant mindset person, avoids the accountability, avoids the accountability. But when it comes to humility culture, they demonstrate the patience, they demonstrate the patience, and they demonstrate and listening. They are not avoiding the accountability, they are welcoming the accountability and solving the problems, right? uh, and at last, there's a culture for everything. People's culture, agile culture, right? Scrum culture. There are so many things that we will going to talk about in the future. But in the arrogant mindset people, whoever having the arrogant mindset, they create the fear culture. They create the fear culture. But when it comes to the developing mindset people, they build up the learning culture. This is the most important. They build up the learning culture. So why it is important to build up the learning culture? Because if you build up a learning culture, it means you are okay with so many things, so many. I'm sorry, so many other aspects as well. So this gives you this drive through to you to humility culture and develop your organization, develop the society, develop the industry as well, right? You know about the Bill Gates, Elon Musk, right? And also Charles Darwin, Frederick Engels, and Leonardo da Vinci. Throughout the history, so many people. I'm sorry to say a few names only. I told you, but these people, who has the people, the real leaders who has built the humility culture and think out of the box and give something to the people, to the society, and to the history. You know about the Marconi, and you know about Thomas Alva Edison. You know about the Mark Tesla, right? So these are the people, and Albert Einstein. These are the even our beloved Lord Buddha. These are the uh, finest characters who gave something to our world, right? Something to our world. So this is how it goes, and this is how we evaluate our culture, the humanity culture, right? So I think this video, by this video, you have learned something much more better for your future and for your industry. If you can do something for the industry, better perspectives. That is the my task from these lessons and from these scenarios. Hope to see you soon and wish you all the best. And we will see you in another great video. Bye bye.